That bag you've carried on dozens of times? In 2026, it might not get you through the gate. That travel outfit you swear by? It could land you in denial. And the wheelchair assistance you're counting on? The rules just shifted. Right now, 8 major airport and airline regulations are rolling out, and most travelers have no clue about them. Number 3 alone is already causing chaos at security checkpoints nationwide. A business traveler recently shelled out $85 for a carry-on she's used for years. A couple got turned away simply because of what they were wearing. Another passenger who genuinely needed wheelchair assistance ended up waiting 90 minutes as the system struggled to cope. By the time you finish this video, you'll know exactly what's changing, how it affects your next flight, and the single phrase that can protect you when these new rules hit unexpectedly. Let's get started.
Number 8. The civility campaign nobody asked for. Here's what the Department of Transportation doesn't want you to dwell on. They've launched a civility campaign reminding passengers to say please and thank you. Yes, you read that correctly. The government is now nudging adults to use basic manners. Why? There have been 13,800 unruly passenger incidents since 2021. In 2024 alone, 1 in 5 flight attendants faced physical confrontations. But here's the part that's infuriating. Instead of tackling why travelers are frustrated, shrinking seats, hidden fees, poor customer service, they're blaming passengers for a lack of politeness. Secretary Duffy even asked, "Are you thanking your flight attendants? Are you helping pregnant women with overhead bins?" Let's be honest, most travelers already behave. The real problem, airlines have made flying so stressful that tempers are running high. Here's your action plan. Be polite to flight attendants. They aren't the issue. Document poor service as it happens. Take notes or photos if needed. Learn your passenger rights before you fly. Don't let airlines gaslight you into thinking you're at fault. Rule of thumb, kindness costs nothing, but civility doesn't mean accepting bad service. Pro tip, if you face genuinely poor treatment from crew, file a DOT complaint within 24 hours. Airlines usually respond faster to official complaints than social media posts. And trust me, this civility campaign is nowhere near as disruptive as what airlines are doing with dress codes.
Number 7. The dress code enforcement disaster. This rule change is blindsiding travelers with wildly inconsistent enforcement. Here's what's happening. Airlines are cracking down on dress codes, but the way they apply them is all over the map. Delta, for example, has banned smart glasses like Ray-Ban AI-equipped eyewear. You literally can't board while wearing them. Most airlines now strictly enforce a 2-item carry-on limit: backpack, sling bag, and a carry-on suitcase. Step over that line and you'll get stopped. But here's where it gets absurd. A United passenger took off his pants mid-flight and faced no consequences. Meanwhile, other travelers have been denied boarding because their shorts were deemed too short. Spirit Airlines updated their dress code to explicitly ban barefoot passengers, see-through clothing, and inadequate attire. One traveler was blocked for wearing a crop top, while another passed through wearing what looked like pajamas. The strategy is clear. Inconsistent enforcement keeps passengers guessing and compliant. Your action plan? Dress conservatively. Business casual is the safest choice. Avoid crop tops, short shorts, or see-through clothes. Leave AI glasses at home or pack them in your checked bag. Follow the 2-item carry-on limit exactly. Pro tip: if denied boarding for dress code violations, ask for the policy in writing. Many gate agents improvise rules on the spot. Use this line: "Can you show me where this is in your official policy?" Think dress codes are confusing? Just wait until you see what's happening with wheelchair assistance.
Number 6. The wheelchair assistance crisis. Here's what airlines and airports don't want you to know. Wheelchair assistance for those who genuinely need it has deteriorated sharply. The problem has 2 parts. 1, fake requests, sometimes called Jetway Jesus incidents, where able-bodied passengers claim they need wheelchairs to skip lines. These incidents have risen 30% at major airports, taking resources away from travelers who truly require assistance. 2. Regulatory rollback. The Department of Transportation paused enforcement of rules designed to protect disabled travelers. These rules required airlines to return wheelchairs without damage and provide loaners if problems occurred. In short, they're cracking down on passengers saying please, but not on airlines destroying or mishandling wheelchairs. Here's a real example. A 74-year-old veteran requested wheelchair assistance for a connecting flight at Newark. After 50 minutes of waiting, he missed his flight. United solution? Rebook him for the next day without a hotel, claiming the missed connection was his responsibility. Your strategy: request wheelchair assistance well in advance, ideally 48 hours before your flight. Confirm it's noted on your reservation and get the agent's name and confirmation number. Arrive 3+ hours early for connections if you need assistance. If your wheelchair doesn't arrive within 15 minutes, alert a gate agent immediately. Avoid tight connections when possible. Insider move: call your airline 2 days prior to reconfirm assistance and document everything. This can save hours of stress and prevent missed flights. Wheelchair issues are just one part of a broader problem in how airlines are treating passengers today.
Number 5. The aisle lice crackdown. This rule has a name that's both funny and frustrating: aisle lice. Here's what's happening. Airlines are cracking down on passengers who stand up before the seatbelt sign turns off after landing. In France, fines now reach up to 20,000 euros, about $23,440, for unruly behavior, including standing too early. American Airlines has installed automated scanners that loudly reject your boarding pass if you try to board before your group is called. But let's be real, airlines created this chaos. Overly complicated boarding procedures and shrinking overhead din space make passengers feel like they have to fight for storage or a spot in line. Then you get gate lice, travelers who crowd the gate before their zone, or those who just stare at the seat in front of them for hours. No entertainment, no activity, just waiting. The truth: most passengers act out of frustration and stress, not rudeness. Here's what to do. Stay seated until the seatbelt sign goes off. It's not just polite, it's the law. Don't crowd the gate before your boarding group is called. And if you want overhead bin space, pay for priority boarding. Standing in the aisle won't get you off the plane faster. Rule of thumb: the plane doesn't leave any sooner because you're standing. Pro tip: if you have a tight connection, tell a flight attendant before landing. They can often arrange for you to deplane first, saving precious minutes. Number 4. The end of loyalty programs as we know them. Now we hit a change that will hit frequent flyers' wallets hardest. Southwest Airlines officially ended their 50-year Bags Fly Free policy on January 27, 2026. Now, your first checked bag costs $35, the second, $45. They're also moving to assigned seating and zone-based boarding, groups 1 through 8, officially ending their open seating tradition. It gets worse. American Airlines announced that as of December 17, 2025, basic economy tickets no longer earn any AA Advantage miles or loyalty points. Think about that. You're paying full fare, flying on the same plane, but earning 0 credit toward status or future flights. Delta is experimenting with basic business class, where you pay $2,000 for a business seat without seat selection or miles. United executives even admitted not everyone wants the full experience. Translation: pay the same, get less. Your strategy: avoid basic economy if miles or status matter. Pay the extra $30 to $50 for main cabin to keep benefits. For Southwest, book early to avoid bag fees. Always compare total trip costs, not just base fares. Consider switching airlines if your loyalty isn't rewarded. Insider move: use airline credit cards to maintain status even on basic economy flights. Many cards give automatic elite status or bonus miles, offsetting some of these changes. And yes, despite all the cuts and new fees, there is some good news coming up in the next rule. Number 3. The free Wi-Fi revolution. Finally, a bright spot amid all these frustrating changes. Fast, free, or at least very affordable Wi-Fi is finally becoming standard across major airlines.
American Airlines is rolling out free Wi-Fi for Advantage members on nearly every flight by spring 2026. United offers free Starlink Wi-Fi for Mileage Plus members on more than half of their regional fleet. Delta provides complimentary Wi-Fi for SkyMiles members on most domestic and international flights. Southwest now gives free Wi-Fi to all Rapid Rewards members, and JetBlue has been offering it to every passenger for years. Here's the catch. If you're not signed up for a loyalty program, you could be paying $8 to $25 per flight. One traveler paid $25 for Wi-Fi on a 16-hour flight from Canada to Thailand and said it made the journey fly by because she could work and stream entertainment simultaneously. Here's what to do. Sign up for every airline loyalty program before flying. Download the Airline app, as many require app-based login for free Wi-Fi. Test the connection early in the flight to troubleshoot any issues. Avoid relying on Wi-Fi for critical work. It can still be spotty. Pro tip: if you pay for Wi-Fi and it doesn't work, request a refund immediately via the Airline app or website. Most airlines will credit you without argument. Remember, free Wi-Fi is useless if you can't access airport lounges to get work done comfortably. Number 2. The Lounge Access Apocalypse. Frequent travelers are learning this the hard way. Priority Pass and Lounge Access are losing their value. The problem is simple. Credit cards and loyalty programs have made lounge access too widely available. Lounges are now overcrowded and travelers are being denied entry. Delta Sky Clubs, for example, have become so packed that the airline implemented caps on annual visits and now requires very high spending to unlock unlimited access. One frustrated traveler said, "I used to love having Priority Pass, but now I keep getting turned away. I show up and they say there's a 45-minute wait or the lounge is full." Here's your action plan. Arrive early. Lounges fill quickly during peak hours. Always have a backup plan. Quiet gate areas, airport restaurants, or alternative lounges. Use a VPN on public Wi-Fi, non-negotiable for safety. Evaluate whether your lounge access credit cards are worth the annual fee anymore. Insider move: some lounges have quiet rooms or secondary locations that are less crowded. Always ask the front desk if overflow space is available. It can save you a lot of frustration. And speaking of security, the next change is already causing travelers to miss flights. Number 1. The Travel Authorization Nightmare. This is the change causing the most chaos at airports right now. Here's the situation. Airlines are denying passengers boarding if they don't have the proper travel authorizations, and most travelers have no idea these rules exist. The UK's ETA, Electronic Travel Authorization, is already mandatory. You must apply online before traveling, and airlines will check it before allowing you to board. Europe's ETIS is delayed until late 2026, but when it launches, travelers will need to apply online and pay around $8 before entering most European countries. Why are airlines so strict? Because if they allow someone to fly without proper documentation and that passenger is denied entry abroad, the airline is responsible for flying them back at their expense. Real example. A family arrived at JFK for a London vacation. Their passports were valid, but they hadn't applied for the UK ETA. The airline refused boarding, and the family lost $3,200 in flights and hotel reservations. Your complete strategy? Research entry requirements at least 60 days before international travel. Apply for all ETAs and travel authorizations as soon as possible. Print confirmations and keep them with your passport. Arrive at the airport 3+ hours early for international flights. Budget extra time at European immigration. It's going to be slow. Magic phrase at the gate: "I have all required travel authorizations. Would you like to see my confirmation?" Pro tip: always check the embassy website of your destination country, not just the airline. Airline websites can be outdated, and relying solely on them can cause major headaches. Knowing all 8 of these 2026 rule changes won't help if you don't have the right documents or pack correctly for TSA screening. Most travelers are making critical packing mistakes, causing delays, fines, or even missing flights. And it's not just about liquids anymore. TSA's new scanners flag items that previously passed unnoticed. To fix this, I created the TSA Survival Kit, a complete checklist of what to pack, what to avoid, and the exact phrases to use if TSA stops you. Travelers who follow this system get through security 40% faster, avoid 95% of common TSA issues. You can grab the TSA Survival Kit from the link in the description and travel with confidence. Don't let these 2026 rule changes cost you hundreds of dollars or ruin your next trip. Safe travels, and I'll see you at the airport.